sitting at a bar or at a table by herself, and says, "I'm going to PM to you."
It says, "I am Ricardo Del Mar, the last brown elf."
Llamo Ricardo Del Mar.
I hand to you a fork system.
I'm the last brown dwarf.
Exactly.
Neal, did anyone try to talk to me before, or like nobody?
No, people have been leaving you alone. It's been,
Okay.
yeah. It says that to you, Ryan.
The bartender says that to me?
Yeah, because you're talking about, you're asking about, trying to get information and whatnot, and the bartender tells you that.
Okay, so I look over
Mm-hmm.
at the elf, whose name I do not know.
No, she's like 5'3", so what, a little bit. She's an inch taller than you. She's got like these long blonde hair and these blood red eyes, which are kind of freaky looking.
Okay.
Does Ryan actually notice her though? Because wouldn't she just kind of?
She was pointed out directly to him, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Check out that completely average depressed chick over there.
Average
He's like,
elf.
"Dim's easy
Average
picking, son."
If you're looking for a hookup, here's the one.
Here's the
So
Isn't
Ryan's centaur, how did it get into this building though? Like that's the part I don't understand.
I clopped in.
with
He's
coconuts and all.
He's playing a purple worm. Slithers across the floor. So
Okay, so I
You do.
look over.
Uh-huh.
Is she noticeably, visibly drunk?
Abigail, how drunk would you be at like midnight?
How much time? When did they get there?
Vincent, you guys got here at like 7, and you and Vincent hung out until like 9, and then Vincent left.
She's pretty drunk.
All right, there's your answer.
And the drink currently in front of her, full or emptier?
We could roll.
Is the glass half full or is it half empty, Neil?
The glass is.
Would you say it's filled to like out of 10 milliliters? Would it be like 5?
We're looking at the last like ounce of mixed drink left.
Okay,
Because
so
she ended up getting a cranberry rum because they didn't have vodka back then.
okay. I will order a drink for myself.
Hmm.
And a drink for her, and I will walk over to this elf that's been pointed to me.
Okay.
And
Could you, Abigail? You see this elf walk towards you. He is 5'2", 135 pounds. So
Way fatter than that.
Yeah, this one's a little pudgy,
little bit
McFeather.
on the pudgy side, but
He doesn't
really.
walk over there. He
Little bit
actually
on the
just kind of
muscular
waddles.
side.
Yeah, he waddles like a penguin over there. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Figure's like, no, from the very start. Let's establish. Muscular.
He's got brown eyes and
12
this
years
like
old.
long brown mullet that he's got going on. And you also notice across his left eye, he's got this like set of claw marks that go from forehead down to cheek. And you see him carrying a bow over his back and kind of like chinking with chainmail as he walks towards you.
Like,
He is
what?
moderately attractive.
He's what?
More than moderately attractive.
Okay. So I'm gonna say in Elvish, what happened to your eye?
I'll be in a minute.
it's just an old scar from a long time ago. Anyway,
If you tried to hit on me, fuck off.
I'm not hitting on you. In fact, the bartender pointed you out to me and explained that you might know something about the armies to the north. I've kind of seen them popping up, and he pointed you out to me. So I came over just to have a talk.
Yeah, we've been fighting. We had some losses recently, so yeah. Good stuff. Dragons. dragons.
You know, you being drunk, this conversation actually is probably the best roleplay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
going for.
no,
She's
no.
exactly saying just that.
Been fighting bad armies, good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
what she's
almost
saying.
perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's saying. I'm not like, I'm going for that.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
By the way, you're like moderately handsome.
well, thank you. You are. Well, we will get to that later.
Why,
And I
thank
take-
you. You are.
I take a big sip of my wine that I have in front of me. And I said, I hear that you also know a thing or two about weapons of great power that have been lost to the ages, but may there's been talks of them resurfacing, possibly.
Where did you hear about that?
Well,
You were you've been drinking
Yeah.
and you've been talking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, weapons. We kind of did stumble upon some. They talk to you.
they talk to you.
Yeah. It's great. Would you like to try? And then I'm like gonna take out the spear and I'm like, shh, come over here.
Talk to the weapon.
Yeah, go over here.
Okay, so now I'm starting to look at this elf whose name I do not know, and I think she's kind of crazy, and drunk.
I'm like, touch it. I just kind of put like a little bit of the end of the spear and I'm like, touch it.
So you're holding the spear.
As you're doing this, you feel the spear say to you through your alcohol-addled brain, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you giving me away to some random bard?
No. I just want him to understand that it's true, that you exist.
We should be slaying dragons, not hitting on men at bars."
I like
I'm not
those.
hitting on him. I just wanted to prove to him that it's true.
I am not some toy that you can pass about.
Fine.
So I don't
won't
hear
let
any
him
of this,
touch
right?
you. No.
Oh, of course not.
So
see her, like,
she says it, and
You
I
hear
I
this,
try
then you
and grab
see
the.
look on her face, like, oh.
She says the tip, but I think she's gonna stab me, so I go for the handle of it.
So she does not give him just the tip. She gives
Right.
him all the way up
Well,
to the
she's-
hilt.
I'm
Trying to
going
keep
halfway through the pole.
It's the whole
She's
enchilada.
That's almost the whole thing. She's giving it to him
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
She's going in deep. All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to pull it back after, like.
Oh, she pulls out.
Hold
Okay.
of it.
She pulls it
Huh?
out. Good strategy.
Like, you kind of hold it out, and then you're, like, about to pull it back, and he reaches forward
Yeah.
the weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it in there.
So do I grab the shaft?
You grab the shaft.
I do grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
With one
Yeah.
hand or two hand, Neil, is how what kind of shaft we're talking
Now,
here?
there's room for another.
Okay, there is room for another. Interesting.
So I grab the shaft, and what happens?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Well, nothing comes out.
Nothing comes out.
There's no added interaction.
So I take
Okay.
it back and I'm like, he doesn't want to talk to you.
So I grab the shaft, and I just look at this girl, and I'm
Guys,
like,
this
I
should
have
probably
no-
be the perfect break. Continue on, Ryan.
Okay.
Sorry.
I grab the shaft and I look at the girl.
Yeah,
Me-
this is not.
breaking, YouTube breaking.
No, continue on. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I look at this girl, and I think she's crazy because
Her red eyes, elf with red fucking eyeballs.
But red ringed, right? Not actual red eyes.
no, like the pupils are like red.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not like
So,
demon eyes.
They're fucking red eyes, though. Come on, Jesus, that shit would scare the fuck out of
we
me.
fought a dragon. We fought
Alright.
a fucking dragon, Neil.
Red eyes
eyes.
just freaks me out. Maybe I'm just.
I look at her and I say, I have no idea what you're talking about these talking. It talks to you.
Never mind. It's all good. Why did you want to talk to us?
I look back at the bartender, and I kind of give him like a, is this the one you pointed out to me?
Like polishing something, goes,
Yeah, that's the one.
that's the one. All right, so I said let's skip over the weapon thing for now, and go back to the army thing.
Okay. Sure, armies.
Yeah. So, what do you know about them?
They come from some direction. I think it's the east. I think it's from the east, right?
north.
And then I'm like trying to ask my lens. I'm like, right lens?
The north, you mean?
Can't believe he gave me to you.
I'm like, yeah, north. That's it.
Somewhere
Yeah,
in that city, Vincent goes.
But why would I tell you all the information? Why don't you tell me what you know, and then I'll tell you what I know.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't know much about either of these things, which is why I'm looking for knowledgeable people. But if you'd like to know more about me in general, you can feel free to ask questions.
Okay. Why are you here? Oh, you're looking for us, right? Where are you from?
Well, originally from Tide's End, but I am here now.
And why are you concerned about the armies?
Well, I'll just say that they've kind of been a hindrance and a danger. You know, I am not used to seeing random armies and hearing about them abound in this world. And you know, I've
Slow down, buddy. You're talking so fast. Oh, jeez. Take a sip.
So I go back to the bar. And I get my wine and I order a water for this this female, and I say, by the way, I did not get your name.
It's Abigail.
Abigail.
Edelbaum.
Okay, nice to meet you, Abigail.
What's your name?
Horus.
Horus?
Horus, yes.
Uncle Horus?
No, not Horus.
Your name is going to wreak havoc on Jen, by the way.
How do you spell this name?
I did not
Horus.
that.
R
Horus?
Horus.
Okay.
W.
I did not consider the Horus thing and the
Have you heard of?
You're just going to be called Horse.
Have you heard of a man called Uncle Horus?
No, I do not know Horus. I am
He's a bad guy.
Horus.
Should have made your name Roger B. I think that was a good one.
Roger B. Roger B. Raekwon at your service.
So what do you do in life, Horus?
Well, not too much really, but these days I'm trying to, I suppose, rid or find out how to rid the world of these armies. I do not like it being very unsafe.
But why do you care?
I have my own personal reasons. It doesn't really matter.
No, it does. It does, and then I'm like sliding over closer.
It does matter, but you know what really matters
What?
is how good this wine is.
You're right. It's delicious.
And I encourage her to have another drink.
Sure.
And
then take the drink.
I finish my drink, encourage her to finish hers, and order 2 more.
Do I realize it's water?
No, I'm talking about the wine.
Oh,
I
then I
slide the
can-
water away at this point.
Yeah.
My motivation has changed.
Okay. So yeah, I chug it.
All right, you guys continue to drink. With as much discretion as I can, how does this evening turn out?
I'd love Vincent to come back and she's like, hey, I found a new elf ranger.
Horus Do you
Good morning, Vincent.
opportunity of the wounded and drunken and lonely Abigail? Do
So
you take
Would you like to see my ferret?
do you seek to comfort her and learn more of her secrets tonight?
So let me play it out like this. My motivation is to get answers out of her, get her to trust me, and to not give away my own personal motivations. And I am willing to be
James Bond it.
Yeah, I'm willing to James Bond it. We'll say.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
Abigail.
James Bond.
He's willing to James Banger for it. That's what he's saying.
James Bond is a famous fictional spy character who's known for seducing women to get information and make his
Yeah,
ends
that I knew.
because they're available.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, this fairly handsome elf with a badass scar over his face
And a mullet.
Comes up, starts talking to you. He's fairly nice. He's asking questions. Abigail, in her grief and all the emotions that you know she's feeling right now, how does she respond to this? Especially considering
keep in mind she's addle-bombed. You know what I'm saying?
she did lose the man she was kind of chasing after. I don't know if that changes her one way or the other. I don't know if that makes her. What does Abigail do?
Alright. So, how does he respond when she shows the ferret? Let's do that first. She's like, do you want to meet Mr. Tugwaggles?
It's a wheezing, coughing ferret.
Yeah. It's this ferret that's like on its back. It's like.
Yeah, I know.
So I ferret, and I'm like, that's a very, very nice animal you have there. Though I probably shouldn't introduce it to Shay.
Shay?
Yes, I too have a pet of my own, but it is not a ferret.
Where is it? What is it? What's his name? No, wait, it's Shay.
You're role playing this drunk thing really well. Shay is outside of town.
Is it a horse?
It is not a horse. No, it is.
Is it a big honey badger?
No, it is not. You want 1/3 guess, or I can just tell you?
Okay, tell me.
It is a falcon. A hawk. I'm sorry, a hawk.
Oh shit! He might eat Mr. Tugwaggles.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Oh,
Should introduce.
that's disappointing.
Has it been 9 hours yet, Neil? Because it feels like it.
Would he
Hold
be
on,
nice
this
to me?
is an important moment here, Vincent.
I know. And that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it hasn't been 9 hours yet. It's getting late, and most of the people have been clearing away from the bar. Of course, the area is open all night, but the kitchen's closed, and the bartender. Well, I mean, you can keep ordering drinks all night. It's the kind of place it is. But it's getting late.
Abigail's gonna insist on meeting the falcon anyway.
Right now,
Yeah, let's go. Let's go on an adventure.
we can do that.
Woo! And then she's like following him.
Okay. So.
If she can, she's leaving with the drink in her hand.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Drink. Do you take her out and show her your hawk?
Why does everything that comes out of your mouth sound so fucking sexual?
That's what they're doing. He's gonna go show her his hawk. She asked to see it.
So I'm gonna close the ferret pouch really tight and like hang my arm onto it.
Okay, so we go outside. I put on my glove on my left hand, and I call Shay to me.
Okay, it takes a moment for you have to go like ah! Or make some sort of hawk noise out loud.
Yes.
And it takes a while because it's a
I'm like, I don't think he's
still an
coming. I think you lied to me. I can't trust anyone anymore.
This big glove from his backpack and like put it on his arm, and all of a sudden this hawk like flies.
Holy shit!
It's got like a big hawking glove on. Yeah.
Can I just have like a hawk whistle?
No, you have to make that hawk noise that Neil just
Do I
did
have
every
to
time.
actually caw into the sky?
Yeah.
You have to call the fucking hawk somehow. How else is it supposed to know you want it to come back?
the hawk whistle, man. All right.
dog whistle. Ridiculous.
All right, so the hawk comes down, and I'm like, here it is.
Damn, is it dangerous? Can I touch it? Will it bite me?
Can she touch your hawk?
Can I
You wanna-
touch your hawk?
Well, since you let me touch your shaft, I suppose you can touch my hawk.
All right, we're just going to fast forward a little bit here. Vincent, when you do get back in the wee hours of the morning, you do not see Abigail in the bar.
Go up to the barkeep. Hey, friend, there was a drunken, I assume, elven woman over there. Do you know where she went?
Yeah, she left with another elf many hours ago.
A what? What did the elf look like?
5'2", big scar over his left eye.
Well, it couldn't have been that big of a scar if he's 5'2", but keep going.
I don't know, had a bow, had some weapons. He was asking a lot of questions about people who would know things about the armies to the north.
And she left with this man.
Yeah.
Vincent kind of looks away and goes,
It's like, buddy, I think you probably don't want to disturb her, if you catch my drift.
You don't know Abigail. She's not
Well,
capable.
oh, well. I mean, unless she's yours.
No, she's nobody's. And no.
Well, I mean, hey,
No.
you gotta let a sister
no,
get a
no,
little
no.
something on the side sometimes, you know?
No. All right, friend. You don't think there was anything. I mean, you think it was that, right?
No, he was going after her for information regarding the armies to the north, but, you know, one thing led to another, and...
Okay. Well,
they might have gone over to the Bone City, if you know what I'm talking about.
that's what I'm thinking, friend. If you see her and she seems to be looking for me, just tell her I'm in my room, if you don't mind.
Will do. So the next morning, everyone reconvenes.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, the next morning, you wake up in the forest, get dressed, and reconvene in the bar.
Wow! You didn't.
I mean,
let
unless
me
you're going to flat out say otherwise, that's the way I felt this going, and I just didn't want to get caught up in the in the awkwardness of doing that.
Can
Jen
you
was
roll
so
for it?
drunk that she actually slept with Uncle Horus, who passed off the name Horus.
Thanks.
And they went to Bone Town, USA.
Yeah.
Wait, should we roll for it? All right, let's. It's whatever.
Fun.
33 weeks with Bregor, 0 fucks given. 1 night with Horus. All the fucks in the world.
Okay. Next
Okay, so
morning.
I wake up really confused and where the hell am I?
Yeah.
Naked.
Naked. Awesome. Great.
Well, you're wrapped in a warm cloak.
Neal,
You know.
roll for...
Pregnancy.
I have made my roll, sir.
All right. Just checking. Very good.
You're not making Ryan roll for the Constitution.
Breger. I'm not going to. I need a Constitution check from Breger. I'm not going to tell you what the other die rolled. I just want well, actually, Breger, roll it to me in secret.
I'm not
Oh,
there.
come
I'm at the. I'm at the Plan B store.
They don't got one of those, buddy.
A /GM. Yeah.
Slash
Roll,
GM.
yes. /GM ROLL space D20 plus whatever your Constitution is, which is 14.
You're at the Babies R Us checkout line. Is where you're at.
Oh God!
Oh God!
No, you're supposed to keep it a secret.
You didn't show it, but I
You're
just heard it.
supposed to keep this shit a secret. That's why I said do a GM roll. Don't put that with oh God and cover your
It
face.
could be either way, though. It could be either way.
You're
So, Neil, I'm walking through this town, and I see this elf with a mullet just slit his throat, and suddenly Ryan's character's dead.
So what happens is, Horus, your stuff is back at the bar as well. You guys it was the same bar you guys were at. And so you two get dressed and kind of have an awkward walk back, some small talk here and there. And all of a sudden this ring of light appears and through steps this sullen dwarf. And Abigail, you see Azrael step towards you. And Azrael, you see Abigail walking next to this other
Doing
straight.
the walk of shame.
Yeah.
So
And then you can send. Well, give me a perception, charisma check. Give me a charisma check.
Who?
Who?
You,
We both said who. You have to use a
Yeah.
name here.
JP.
Okay.
JP McDaniel.
Roll d20 plus 8. 10. I rolled a 2.
You just see an elf walking with another elf, or you see Abigail walking with some random dude.
I just...
There's nothing unusual about it. It just looks like someone walking with another elf.
Okay. I just kind of look at it a little bit and make sure that Abigail notices me, and then I kind of turn into... I guess I follow them.
Yeah. All right. Everyone meets back up at the bar. Abigail walks in with Horus.
Vincent's there?
Vincent's there.
Having my apple juice.
Yeah. You haven't slept tonight. You kind of pulled an all-nighter getting the tattoos.
Sure.
I walk up to
Oh, you
Vincent.
got a little sleep. Yeah.
I walk
Couple
up to
hours.
Vincent. I'm like, is Abigail and them sitting at the table with them?
I don't know. What do you do when you walk in, Abigail and Horus?
You wanna go grab breakfast?
Sure.
Huh. I thought you'd
Maybe
leave.
we can talk over breakfast.
Well, does he have that much of a, or does Abigail have that much of an appetite? Because she already had sausage and eggs.
Wow. She's probably hungover as shit, actually.
Dude, that was last night, Jeff.
Oh
Wait,
my
she must
God.
be hungover.
Oh, it was
Be
in the
like,
morning too.
Damn, I need some water.
So you guys go to the bar and get some water? Is that what happens?
Yeah, they give you some water.
Sure.
Well, I guess while they're doing that, I walk straight over to Vincent. And I'm like, who's that? And I kind of point to the guy with the mullet.
Asking myself that same question, friend. I have no idea. But last night she went off with him, so there may be a story to tell, and I'll let you decide whether or not you want to hear it. It should be a banger of a story.
I'm like, I thought those types of stories were gone when he passed a couple days ago. I don't want to go through this shit again. That was perhaps one of the nice things.
With
about his
Abigail,
time.
there'll always be a rabbit trying to get in that hole.
I'm just kind of like, breakfast?
In like a
and-
year, Abigail never got laid. Just saying.
Oh, God. So, yeah, I sit down and I guess order breakfast for me and Vincent.
Okay, everyone gets breakfast. Do you guys let Horus eat with you?
Does he
Yeah, if he
come in
sits down.
Yeah, does he sit
I mean,
down
he
with
sits
us?
down with Abigail. They sit down at one table, and then you guys like talking at the bar, and then you order food and go sit down with them? Or sit down away from the two of them?
I guess I kind of just sit down and I kind of like stare at him very slowly as I like shuffle food slowly into my mouth.
Alright, you guys can all talk now. Is there anything you want to discuss? Or do
Hey,
you wanna...
guys.
Abigail, why don't you introduce your friend to us?
Yeah, his name's Horus.
Uncle Horus? What?
It is gonna sound like Horus
use
is-
your inside voices, please.
Well, you just said this man is Horus himself.
My name is Horus. Horus.
Ah, horse.
Oh, I sit back down. Although I'm the same height as everything else.
Well, friend, I apologize if we are a bit of a somber lot. We're mourning a friend, and the wounds are still fresh. So, you're welcome to join us for this meal, but conversation may be rather stale. And I have a pail.
I think
But I don't want to go to jail.
I think I saw a bay of.
Let's stop.
I'm just like, as I'm slowly eating, I'm like, nice hair. I just keep eating.
I'm glad you like it, friend. So, how do you two gentlemen know Abigail?
Abigail is a part of Bregor's boys.
Gregor's boys.
And I just
And,
look down and like kind of do a long sigh.
We are a band of champions that are on missions to try to improve the world around us, basically.
I see. So, you all travel together then?
Yes.
See, I met Abigail last night. I've heard stories of bannerless armies fighting to the north. I've also heard stories of dragons, mini dragons, recently coming to these lands. And so I was here in town. I asked the bartender if there would be anybody knowledgeable about those things happening, and he pointed me to your friend Abigail here. And,
What do you
Well, he didn't miss by much. But yes, there are bannerless armies rampaging up north, and the land is now filled with more dangers than normal. And yes, dragons are abound. So hopefully you're good with that bow, friend, because everyone's going to need to defend what's theirs.
I indeed am good with my bow, and I will tell you that usually I like to be solo on my travels and my journeys, but I will say I've encountered dangers that are much more scary than they have been in the past with the arrival of these armies and this and this dragon, or these dragons, and so I am actually looking for those who might safety in numbers is basically what I'm getting at here.
I can definitely respect that, friend. These are dangerous times, and no one is safe by themselves. We have gone from castle to castle to see armies rampaging and dragons destroying the land. So I can see your sentiments. What exactly are you asking?
Well, at first I was asking this bartender about knowledge because it is kind of it is what I want. I want to rid the land of these new found evils, and since you seem to be the people in this town who are already upon that task, then I would love to perhaps fight alongside you.
I choke on what I'm eating when he says that.
Yeah, I kind of put my fork down.
And I just look at Vincent, like right in the eyes, and I kind of like shake my head, left and right.
Well, you're amongst friends, Azra. What's speak your mind?
Be like, never trust a mullet.
Is that what he says?
That's what Astral says.
Never trust them.
And I'm like, yeah, never trust the dwarf.
Well, friend, your mission is tried and true. You want to help those around you, and your strength and numbers assessment is correct, and I appreciate both those things.
You mentioned that you've lost a friend.
Yeah, a ranger by the name of Bregor.
Well, I myself am not a ranger, but I am very handy with a bow. Perhaps I could help to fill that slot.
Azrael gets pretty upset when he says that. I guess I like
Sorry.
I take my fork and kind of slam it on the table and be like, he's irreplaceable. I'm sorry.
You are correct, Azrael. Bregor will always be with us, and he's not to be replaced, but what he says is true, and we are stronger with more. Friend, many moons ago, before even Azrael here, we were betrayed, and that has made me very wary. I don't sense anything from you that gives me any kind of pause, and I have grown to love the Elven people as they have, through Abigail and Bregor, and even our encounter with the king himself. They've been nothing if not a noble race of people that speak their word and are pretty true to it, from what I can tell. Give us a day or two to talk this over and think about it, and certainly what we'll need from you too is, I can't give you any promises, but what I can tell you is you can travel with us, and if you are what you say you are, and if you are helpful to us, then we can discuss you being with us as a friend and as a partner.
Absolutely. I will give you the time you need to deliberate, and you can find me here when you are done.
While we're thinking about it, friend, what are your specialties? What would you call yourself?
I am a fighter who is specialized in... I am best at using my bow here, However, I'm also good, and I pull out I have a blow dart, and I pull out my blow gun.
Captain on day.
So I'm also very, very, very handy with this, and though I do not have one on my person, I am also proficient with a spear as well.
Interesting.
So what does this blow dart look like, Neil? Can you
It's
describe
a
it to us?
blowgun.
So it's just
like
like
a-
this. I see.
Yeah, he just goes like this, and he just blows on it with both hands, holding it.
Azrael sees
And,
that and he's like, play the
Good thing
flute
it's
often? He
Says
asked
he's
you that,
good,
Horus.
Good with the blow dart, huh? Interesting. All right, friend. I appreciate this information. Like I said, we'll talk it over. We're going to be in town for a day, maybe two, and then we'll definitely be on our ways. And we need another fighter. We need someone to join our group for our mission. And if you are about the mission, I guess time will tell. And the only way to know that is through trial and error. So there's a very good chance you'll join us. But I need to talk it over with my Gregor's voice. With Gregor's voice.
Excellent. All right, so I finish my meal and head off. Give
Okay.
them some space. I'll just head up to my room.
All right.
Azrael, Abigail, this is something that we need to spend time on. So before we even discuss it, I'm going to ask that we take this day to recoup our losses, do what we need to do to mourn and to rejuvenate our minds. This mission that we have, these dragons, every day people are dying. So while we'd like to take more time to ourselves, we cannot. We must push on forward. And that is what we shall do. So for this day, just rest, do what you want. I'm going to shop. I have a cursed sword to sell, maybe two. And then tomorrow, let's meet early in the morning, first thing, and discuss this over breakfast on whether or not he should, if you have any big thoughts about him joining us or not, okay?
I'd like to come with you.
Okay. Azrael, you good?
Yeah, you kind of see me like rub wipe my nose, and there's a bunch of blood on my hand, and be like, I need the night. I'm in pretty rough shape still.
I hear you, friend. Let's meet for an early-ish dinner. I want to talk to you about your trip and see how you're doing, and check in with you. We haven't spoken in a couple days. I want to make sure you're okay.
Sounds good.
Let's go to the Rusty Cockspit tonight. They have what I understand a fantastic flank steak.
Like, is that over on Cockshire Boulevard?
It is.
It's a
just-
schlong walk.
just
A schlong walk to get there.
It's just across from Richard McBushtree.
Perfect. I know.
That is the cross street.
Yeah, I know just the old watering hole you're talking about. I'll see you there.
All right. So Neil, as Vincent kind of walks out, he puts on his salesman cap.
And it's break time.
Oh, we got time. And I go to one of the wizards, one of the nearby wizardry men or women.
All right, you go up to a wizard.
Evening, friend. I have some weaponry I'm looking to sell. Are you interested? It is of the magic variety.
Let me. Well, I'm but a poor wizard. What
I
sort
walk
of?
out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I listen.
What is it that you are looking to relieve yourself of?
I pick up the black blade, the +2 blade, and I set it on the counter in front of him. How does this strike you, friend? Well, I mean, it doesn't.
Hopefully, it doesn't.
Right. Right. You understand.
I gotcha.
It's all part of the salesman game, is to befriend them, to make jokes like that.
He casts a spell on it and goes, well. I would. That seems to be a fine blade there. I'd love to have such a thing between my hands, but I don't know how much you would charge for it.
You know, money is very important these days, obviously, as you know. I'm a traveling warrior, and I need to furnish my missions. So I will ask for a pretty good price, but as you are a wizard, perhaps you have something for trade to level the playing field. As this blade, as you can tell, is very powerful, and it's been carried by 2 champions before it, so it's a experienced and well-used blade. But I am not a man to only need money.
I have a great deal of spells at my disposal. Perhaps I could help you with a task you need done. What is it that you are looking to do, sir?
If you, well, okay. One of the missions we're looking into, friend, is we are to track a weapon, a Dragon's Bane weapon. It's a bow. And if we find any information on it or the location, that would be very
I hate to tell you this, but people have been looking for the Dragonbane weapons for, well, ever since they were hidden. I don't think you can find it. I mean, no one's been able to locate any of them in hundreds of years.
With the black blade still on the counter, I unsheath Harbinger, and I hold this in front of him and say, "Friend, let me introduce you to Harbinger, the Dragon's Bane sword."
He kind of looks at you, and his jaw slowly drops.
And I say, "Friend, I am Vince
it.
Longborn, and I am the ward of this blade, and I would tell you that finding these weapons has been difficult, but not impossible. I seek now just the last one."
Well, I'll be damned, he kind of whispers. I can tell... Which one are you missing?
The bow.
The bow.
I do not know its name. Each weapon has introduced itself upon retrieval, but not before.
I do not know its name either. The last I heard, the bow was to the north, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Any idea about a city, perhaps, or a location for where it would be?
They just said it was north of the Highveld mountain range. That's all I've heard. That's what, the latest information that I have is.
Highveld mountain range.
I could conceivably. Let me make sure he can actually do that. Can he do that? Or is he just bullshitting him?
Highveld Mountain Range is...
I see it, yeah.
Just northeast of Valesburg.
It's over by High Top and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In exchange for a weapon like this, I could teleport you there, north of the Highvale mountain range, saving you ages of walking and perhaps even safety. They say the armies in the north have been spreading. I could get you beyond them to the north without having to wade through them.
Interesting, friend. I do appreciate the offer. We're very capable, though, and for the value of this sword, that price may be a little bit shallow, but I do appreciate the offer, and perhaps I find out that is actually not as shallow as I think, so I'd like to leave the offer open if you don't mind, but I'll probably look to sell the sword elsewhere.
Okay.
That said, though, the information you gave me is of value, so I'd like to pay you for that information.
Thank you. But tell me, sir, where did you find the sword?
The sword was near the crypt of what was the name of the warrior, Neal?
I don't remember.
Neither.
We insert name here.
Okay, right.
It was guarded by a powerful water dragon, and we were able to best it in combat, but not before the loss of a dear friend, and that is where the sword was laid.
So, it was near the Black Mist Lake.
It was.
Wasn't his name Maury?
Sure. Yeah, Maury. It was absolutely Maury.
Maury Povich.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Maury. No, bad.
It was Maury. Everyone's saying that in the chat it was Maury.
Yeah. But they're spelling wrong. Mori. Thank you, Jehu. 920.
Yes. Yes, it was by the Black Mist.
Wow. Searching that for ages. Well, good luck on your quest, sir.
Thank you, friend. And I slide him 20 gold.
Okay.
And I pick up the black sword, sheath the harbinger, and I leave looking for another shop, perhaps not a poor wizard.
Okay.
We didn't ask if you had items, though, right?
I asked if he had something for trade, and he didn't say anything.
Oh.
Yeah. Ouch. The other two wizards you go to, one of them says that he will give you an offer of it of 2K for it.
No, friend. This is a very powerful sword. I would not look at an offer anything less than probably about 6,000 gold.
Well, I just don't have that kind of money, but
Totally understandable, friend. These are tight times.
yeah.
Do you have anything to sell?
You're not there.
Well,
I thought I
is.
followed.
she
yeah.
is.
She went with me.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Do you have any items, friend, for trade? It doesn't have to just be gold. I'm looking to help my chances in combat. Armor, bands, rings, magical items is, of course, what I'm looking for here.
Yeah. He says he has a chime of interruption. Not really, but such an item exists, guys. Now you're all jealous.
Ding! Can't talk now. That thing's just fucking really loud. Is it just gonna go on forever? Ding! Anyways, I was gonna tell my story. Ding! That'd be awesome.
All right, let me just double check this to make sure it's what I think it is.
Let me ask you. Let me do this. So this is what's going to happen, Neil. I'm going to look around. This is the place for magic items. I'm going to look around to sell this, and probably Brightblade's Dying Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting point, people in the chat. They would like us to take a break because that's for them to go get a drink and to get food and stuff like that. We're coming up on the second hour, so why don't we take a 3-minute
makes
break?
sense.
Give Neil a chance to look up magic items so that he can be prepared for this, and let these people take a break. Is that good?
Works for me.
Yep.
Neil, everyone.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that this had become Jeff's show, though.
Well,
And he's doing it better than you.
That's fine, man. I wanted to take a break.
it's a democracy. All
How
right.
does that work for you, Mr. Mullet?
My mullet is ready for a break.
Okay, cool. We'll take a quick 3-minute break. When we
Okay.
come back, we'll go into, I guess, what hour 3 would be. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry for no break in the first half. It just didn't make sense in the story. So, see you guys then. Thanks for watching.
Cool. See you.